Say, oh yeah, who say, oh yeah, digitalization champion. Now the real champion, no, for me, you cannot be Messi. Maybe you might be anti-Messi, but not Messi. Maybe you should. So it's not going well for him. Medamu nyina amase. Mechia watiefo nyina ene mahwefo nyina. Yefra me Boadi Amponim obodade a otoso miensa. Me Asuom asonamre wasan hene. Esan so ye konti hene ewo Asuom. Ahemfo nso ka citizens of Ghana ho. Na your freedoms and rights be enshrined in the Constitution. I boy ho ba yenyina. Chapter 5 of the Constitution, no, stated quite clearly. Say we have freedom of expression, freedom of association. Enti say moka say ahemfo intimi nya politics enya no kre. Aya na dodo na no eka kosi say oh so ye politics now your hand dia na ebia obetimi a influence we kro mafo no na omo ato aba in a particular direction and also nye no kre because sebe wa bampo utimi ka kire ne se wa nkoto aba na afa amajo mahama memma waduane ni enso ko duru ballot box no ho a between ono ene ni nyankopon bibia ni ho a kire se obeto ama de wo kan no nti yes ohi bia ntimi influence obia ontimi coerce obia anaso ohi bia ntimi enforce obia say onto a particular candidate it is asofo ohi bi oho a wukru anase wekura no nipa ewo mu kra no enduru ahi bia but ye wasofo more thousands upon thousands of congregations amo congregants no osofo no timika politics wo. And so nobody frowns against it because untimi force ubia among kotoaba emma ubia. It's the same thing with Ohe. In my own special case, me pese ye boxing me into sa primitive traditional Ohe na ebia watutun to manu akotena hodin na o hwewo mo. There be me hu say ubetimi aye trailblazer obe seek the development of Ukruno first. Me hu say onipa obeye NP no anase MC no anase even the president no our time limit edru so obeko wona ye do abedi akonya no so se hwe wonananom wona na akonya na obedi so na adwuma pa o beye ye no wato aso na se wontimi hwe na yemfa sa enomapa ni bi mre wu kru dia then I don't know what you stand for. I will not and I refuse to be boxed into sa traditional rule na aya omode eye ohin to me enye politics no in any way say okoye mra no mu a de eboso eka ho asem kakra no eye article 276 clause 1 and also Penifobia Daroma omoko contested our Supreme Court in this case of Elom Kwame Goni versus the Attorney General and then the National House of Chiefs. Writ number was J1/08/2020 in the Supreme Court of Ghana. Now the Attorney General, the current Attorney General, no, justice is nina jitum say yes. Or he bet me aye politics in as much as unco stande for member of parliament rule, no, which the entirety or the context of sa article no says so obey sa dia and you know say or abdicate was too or was skin. Nothing says say no he and your politics. I mean who ni say ebi o politicians ni bi na omo ekasa akwa said ye be ya ye beka I'm rather encouraging Ohibia to stand up for his people. ohimbia uhua ka said the beya will be a betimi ahwe no atwe empuntu e de akoma ne manfo em say so be di edom animu a aya na sa no mai ensese how bebre e was so ma emotional intelligence no echo high far above the average man inti threats are omode aba mekwan so de ye bebrebe insults bebrebe but ebinum so afre do na so motivate me do no so a kire se de mekaye no kretro do. They say truth is bitter, truth hurts. Into omo a ehye omo no eye omo a no kre no atwi omo no. I'm not too perturbed about it. Obani ya duwa bedi akonya so. I come from a long line of warriors. Yen asonamre wasamfo no. Se ye ka abakwasem a menkai obi yaw sebe yenuanom asantifo yenu omunya entokwa 1717 buadia mponim a na konya metuso no ono na ohwe ma achim edi nkunim at that time details dey mempese mekoho the other day no obi ka se nana oyesa anhwe ya otumfo befra wo manhia wo ana me say manhia de menkoho se king no entimi entia ensuo pra no mudia and ya mensu mintimi nko manhia because of the things of the past. Some of them are ugly. Minim say yes atantifo no so echiri omo ebe atake achimfo no ma you lose almost about 30,000 into almost so ehunu say a 1-1 draw into yenuanom. We've gone on from there. But like I was saying, I belong to a long line of warriors. Into nya no ma bi sei anade obi be ka bi sei and betimi aka kire me say minjai no kre na make no. Me hunu say it's my duty both as a citizen and then also as a chief. Say me hu bibi na me nuanom me ma ene ye nananom etimi enyanti ase bi. Ayi ba ko ampese me kan say politics any campaign no it's not warfare. Mo bia nkotwe ho sekan. Mo bia nkotwe ho tuo. Mo bi nkokum obi. The simplest definition is a MPB ana se candidate bi ehu ne ho se adwuma beda ho. Yemwa no na yemfa adwuma ne hye ne nsa. That is all there is. Se onipa no hwe na so qualify ya. The only way I obetimi e de akere se o me support no ene se obekọ na ode ukokrometi ako vote to the amano. It's not warfare. It shouldn't be about threats. It shouldn't be about insults. It shouldn't be about say we bekum we and I say was see kum nipa wo ho. If anything at all nipa na okopa adwuma ye no ana ono no mom stand to benefit the most. Now wa wo koboa no anya adwuma no kofa ho awu aye den. We shouldn't be doing that. We should grow up in politics. There are so many of them at the top there. We shouldn't take it so seriously to the extent there it shouldn't be the case. The truth we will not stop saying. On my Peniabedici Dr. Bawumia manka in a way say me didi openi bi atem there be brofo beka say a metaphorical statement ana me ye no no kra wo mu de no kra no ne say ye nyina ye nim say His Excellency Akufo-Addo kofa Bawumia de na bedi Nechi as the vice presidential candidate, you know. Not do na engine to even from within on one party, because no muhuni say Obe Munche he didn't even have a card back then. But Omoma Etias he was to be the economic messiah. He was to be the one that would take us out of the economic mess near back then, no. Na then afi oba bedi mu oba ebeye, you know, afi the economic management team no cry yi ni si nchen. That is where I was saying say the omode ne buy so meye no. No musio Kufuor time now one of the directors of Bank of Ghana. Oh yes, deputy governor. Inti onono contribution stabilizing the economy for Kufuor. Inti Kofana Badia, we will have no problem with our economy. As a matter of fact, the president even referred to him as economic whiskey. But and I'm saying, Osha, any question that relates to the economy, no Johnny. Any question that relates to industrialization, no Johnny. Any question that relates to our currency and the rate thereof, no Johnny. The only place, as I say, was seeking solace, no, and now finding comfort in, no, digitalization, which to me wasn't the most important thing. Anyway, digitalization. Se oba ho samrania enye ye, because me huni say the Ole Foundation no His Excellency John Dramani Mahama. Ole 1,000 kilometers of fiber optic cables from Accra all the way to Boku, through Uti, Volta, Northern and Upper East. And Yanunkwa, Osansu lay about 300 kilometers metro fiber cable network. And also Boa ICT and Wi-Fi in the metropolitan areas. Obi say you cannot say a champion of that. He laid the foundation. He should rather be the champion. Sir Okomwa John Dramani Mahama the digitalization project the Tier 3 rack space data center was the biggest in West Africa. So how do you call yourself a digitalization champion? Say somewhere along the line, World Bank amount $200 million. I no was saying ka ultimately enhance digitalization transformation. Well, most of us, or some of us, or a lot of us, and yet aware says cannot buy. And the Honorable Vice President has not done any transparency and as accountability as to how Oyusu says cannot. I was rather expecting say, Madley fiber optic cables every ha akudruha. Me see a year digital centers say ewaha. My year data facilities say ewaha. So that we can actually point to digitalization infrastructure be aware. But if you haven't done any of that and you still call yourself the champion of digitalization, who should be the champion? I think the champion is rather John Dramani Mahama. 2018, Mokate sword. Say Mubele fiber optic cables. $42 million was to be used in doing that. Sikaniba, you and I, we were not there. We haven't seen it. Transparency is a problem. Accountability is a problem. Inti say who say digitalization champion. Now the real champion no. For me, you cannot be Messi. Maybe you might be anti-Messi, but not Messi. Maybe we should. So it's not going well for him. Not going well for him. And I think, Ghana needs somebody who can be transparent enough with us. Somebody who can account for each and everything with us. Because Brian Brenning has to do with corruption and normal. Grabo. For me, so Ghana ni na okotoaba 7 December 2024 and say o dwen say ebia o me NPP ni dabi ana me PNC ni dabi ana me NDC ni dwen Ghana ho first. You are cut through a system of democracy. Yentimi nkofa sojafo ne ma. Yen country say omo am discard no for ko gina firing squad na mun shoot am. That cannot happen. But democracy has to have its own revolution of a kind. I was omo be di oman so no. Eya we say so ofa oman sika. Wo ho betreo. So udi oman sika, wo ho betreo. And I think that is why I was John Dramani Mahama eba. Unim 2024 December 7 ebeye judgement day di ama ebinom. Ebeye atemuda e di ama ebinom. Se wo ho na obeye minister na oje $46 million se o de kodreje odona na se sika no bebre kopie wo mpa ase ema obi wi ayekra wa ehu sa minister krono December 7 2024 will be a judgment day for you. Ayatemuda mawo se o ho na wo the 58 million bi akọ sink hole bi in the name of building a cathedral. You open books, you know. So December 7, 2024 will be a temuda for you. So now 15 million Muslim they call all African games in the name of just cooking for a year some few people. Now no yantiase e wasi enya yesika December 7, 2024 ebeye atemuda e the amount. So now your Bank of Ghana in the cleanup exercise, streamlining the banks. Bank of Ghana by the figure that two out was 10.98 billion and meanwhile, in the president's final State of the Nation address, okay, say 21 billion. You see the difference? 7th December 2024. Ebeya temuda edi amamo. So now what $42 million. So they call fiber optic cables. Now you who share 7th December will be a temuda for you. There are so many people they should count themselves say sa abatwa ekotui a judgment maomo. We just can't let it go. We just can't let the money go. Obia ba no abe a massive wealth na in a manner bia ope or kwa no free ho. You see kwekwa nansi aba kwekwa nansi disikana wa hodu sikana ana sese wode ne ba ntekuma eba abakata no. It will not happen. Ghanaians will rise up. Ghanaians will demand accountability. The last time it is the president to be were lining up about 34 lawyers ebe fight the amayen, especially when it comes to election and related issues. In the same manner, those 34 lawyers, together with the police intelligence team, together with the armed forces intelligence, counterintelligence team, together with the auditors general, together with some of you investigative journalists, will come together and form a committee. Say ya to abai wia obia ne ho bon sikabia bia obe face sa temuda no. People must be brought to book. As a matter of fact, a month for travel documents, I was here the restrictions etoso. So we are president we are vice president we are minister we are MP we are any politically exposed person bia I just say ya clear and send away from me. We need our money back. This election is not just going to be about say oh me NPP and me NDC and me PNC. There be the only person who is looking to salvage the situation is John Dramani Mahama. NPP people love Ghana. Obia ni hwa ofri ni maami yam eba no ekoye se onyankopon ehome enframadi gu ni mu no ka se o de okọ akoye NPP ni o de okọ akoye NDC ni debi Ghana first. We believe in Ghana. I love Ghana. I'm proud to be a Ghanaian. But the omoba omo ye no, this is the time for us to at least hold them accountable for it. Inti ye to abayi, wa we Ghana ni bia no. Don't bother about o party a bia o papa war and I say once upon a time what to the ma omo. Bother yourself about how to salvage the situation. Because si etimi gigi se sika no na obia so hu se oba bedi sa leadership role ni bi na nya de a obetimi anya kwan awia anaso owia ye bechi no a, I'm sure it will deter a lot of people from going into politics, and of course it will increase the number of people who have more genuine interest to help this this country called Mother Ghana. Kede constituency assume my candidate miensa na ejina ho baako eye Emmanuel Kofinti, baako enso eye Alex Ejare a oye current MP no, ana baako nso ye former MP Tina Ase, no Tinedu, I've forgotten the name. The former MP no obeye di obetimi, I would say he had his chance, especially with some 1 million a ibia edi kan buy, and then a normal okoye na answeni sa e fana akokeka nwuram de owosui na juma yo no enko animu omone homoden so hwe eye Kedi constituency a ye ne baby ana former road minister no free no ene bohye esi wani tuamu a ye ni nyawo enti se de wotimi aye ne ho na uduru baby ti sasa mama omatimi aka ma efuo mu kwan kra no yakaso kuta. Meanwhile from Asuom to Kedi omunye hwe mfema yen ye so ye be demonstration no yen call we de omuchi any criticism, the omuchi any criticism enti yesi o obodade akwa kase o se mo anya ma yen be demonstration ti very quickly omo court akoje injunction e de atoye so. Well, for the information of people of Kedi, we are very sure say Sujankopon Boa na yenya MCE ye NDC MCE a metimi akoni office e demand say onya kwan ne my as the very first project of here ye MP no MP dey our lobbying skills na ye na obre ho asenso a aya na etimi boa obebre. So ye MP na hu se e wo se ye somo ahemfo kra nsomo a na eno no akoto chima kakra me de o mechia me da ye nhia anso da sabe ohun ne ho se oyo hene na me nso me hu me ho se me yo hene. I don't know akonya kra wodie, but adwuma no ane e behwe e de akasem se wontimi nya adwuma ne de a wo 4 years na wadi no okay bitimi akọ makatre eye teacher nti ye NDC parliamentary candidate ne se Nyankopon boa no na se obedi akonya no a mema no 2 years pe se 2 years no wentimi prove ne worth wentimi anya de wo so ya Kede constituency ya beko by election. Ya beko by election, yes. And you say ya beko by election say ebia obi free ana bibisa derby ongu na emom obe resign makache ne say so improve ne worth sa ni 2 years na aka no metua no say sika na obeje as ne salary no na afi wa resign ni akoba election ni amani pa foforo aba abaye. If anything at all yakoba election crime say the government in power no betimi Russia baba ye kwan na bibia de hamaye nti to be a tactical decision to make. What you say? He's ready to work with everybody. So ye nipa now personal relations near quite okay. I'm sure that is a good way for an MP to behave. Yento abano emfama Emmanuel Kofinti a friend teacher nti na omaye jumano emfama Asuom. I'm not ending it there yet. Your security who I think I mentioned say obi na ekopa adwumaye. So why do we then give our lives say onipa no ekopa na adwuma na wakoye de emfata na ebia yakun? I am telling all the youth, all Ghanaians, so don't put your life at risk for anybody. Kotuaba otu wia ubejina hokra no at a distance aye acceptable. Na afi ye kan wia na ye nyina me sure say John Dramani Mahama will jubilate. I will jubilate. The people of Asuom will jubilate. Unim aye amanyosem kakra, especially where Asuom is concerned. MC afame ho tan, MP afame ho tan, ohini owo ho afame ho tan. Baby aye maame kwaye community center obi individuals ana omusidi chair o man no akoye se eho me kwa dodo no boje me so dodo nti meji o mani onyam nti decision bia o mo take ni se omo ma ye nya yi wo ho omo ma ye nya any gathering bia e wo ho na the sad thing ni se omo kasa na you're wrong because we have laws in this land. Yes, I have taken them to court and we are hoping that the court will find favor and then decide some unilateral decision will be quashed and thrown out. But me sure mo, especially the people of Asuom, say your new MP, near your new DC year, bonya way, you buy your party our Mami Kwaya Community Center hall, whether it's in court or not. They are not maker about a year security, no. I'm sure you should also go for the police and the army. Your best omo. Aya omo ye too high-handed. Ewo enoma bi ho a emwa. Ye too mamone fo no. Na ye too akurafo no, ye too mamone so fo. Se mo ye all about you against us. Enye ye. Eno no ebo man. Sebe, so obi ekowia obi phone. I find it difficult to understand why police ni bitimi atwetu no aboni paneku no because armed robber na so oye kromfo. Ana obi so ekoye any election malpractice bia. Sebe, obi kra betam ballot box akwa. I'm not sure say the best way ne say be boss any pakroni too. We should have stand guns. Stand guns no auto ne boni pana enkuno but a bit disabled no for quite a while. Kopim say ye betchi no e de abankaba aguninsa ne ye de na kogina emra nanim. Anya bibia na wo say ye twitu e de kunkum ye ho. It doesn't help. Ye kwa akoto abai. That is one of the reasons I'm attention about obia so because so dwen ho say ye nkwara ye youth yi obi nkonko ye boni bi ne ye nku no. It shouldn't be the case. Police for ye divide mu nyina obia wo baby owo. The same goes for the army as well. Sakobasa all of the polling stations na at the same time the police will not be able to handle it. The army will not be able to handle it. They can only handle it if it's a few places. Now, almost send the reinforcement at the accord. So they should look at the youth, look at the rest of Ghanaians as partners in this developmental agenda, not as enemies, not as if it's about you and then it's about us. And if you do this, we will beat you. If you do this, we will kill you. No. We should try to relax politics ne ya batwa no kakra. Menka se ubi enko misbehave, of course. Misbehave, the law should take its course against you. Omampeni Mahama me sure say ba oba no and you say obakwa. Look, the man has had it all. Whatever record there is in Ghana, Onu ne kura no from a member of parliament, deputy minister, vice president, president. He's had it all. Sometimes I sit back and wonder, say, now Obabe ye what does he want? Ejumane enye easy, sir. Obake, then I looked at him straight in the eyes and I thought, his eyes are tired. Wabre. Because even in Eastern region, and so now be free, Akoha, and he went through how many constituencies a day? You see, so many of them. Ot nasi kra keke na otike mu for a whole day. You see how your bones will tell you, Master, I'm having too much. But Osaya back, he's still going to suffer sleepless nights because of Omayi Hundo, because of additional problems here at the Babeswan. So I always keep asking myself, why is he coming back? But I tell you today why he's coming back. He's coming back because there are so many wrongs. He cannot just afford to sit silent and watch. I was so bad, but correcting those wrongs. He's coming back because there is a legacy. I was so about Ebija. I always keep comparing him with United Kingdom, Winston Churchill. He was a prime minister in 1945. Ono and the far, almost through the war. Born in Humodia de Maomo. At the end of the day, there was a loud mouth, just like the one we have now. And the loud mouth came out and said so many unpleasant things against Winston Churchill. And on his second attempt, they voted him out. But he came back again. And in 1951, he won. Ever since then, Britain has become the greatest that it was. You see, somebody like Kwame Nkrumah did not happen to Ghana by chance. Ebinomo ana yenum bebre ehopi se yebetimi abeye de Nkrumah ye eno kekra bi awo corner bia ye wo. Now President Mahama has the chance to come and prove to us, say yes, or non so ebetimi aye. Emma once upon a time, ye boko Kwame Nkrumah din ye kase Nkrumah be ye bi ma Ghana. Ye be kase ane na President Mahama nso be ye bi Emma Ghana. In 2002, the United Kingdom had a poll. And guess who was named as the best prime minister they have ever had? Winston Churchill. So we have another one coming. I don't even need to tell you about Donald Trump, you know. And already, I can see the friendship establishing. Say America sees, or America's Donald Trump sees Ghana's John Mahama as a friend. We don't have any problem. So vote for the man that can work with Donald Trump. Vote for the man that can set a record for all of us. Or the speedy development neighbor. Because he knows he only has 4 years. Or the accountable neighbor. Or the visionary leadership neighbor. Look, President Akufo-Addo, he had it all. No president in this country has had as much as he. Akufo-Addo and Bawumia enya a record revenue from taxes. Never has it been in this country. Ayenya says can be paid. We have 3 oil fields. And also this Ikabrayan. We've had a record amount of aid from the IMF. I'm not even talking about the loan. Aid from the IMF. We could not use the money for anything. As I speak with you, Ghana, you were about almost 1 trillion Ghana cedis in debt. Tell me, can you point to anything and say, and Kofwe Sikawe, Diomudi. There are allegations of printing money. All this will be brought to an end. Yantimi man tekuma emma damage control emfama kwekwana say it cannot happen. I was say an outsider eba na onya team a omubetimi ahwe na de obia wi aye no ya gie sika Na baby I was here dinner to no. You did not quite to her. We cannot simply sit down and allow somebody who is proven to be a promise and failure, if there was any word like that. In the US, in Europe, say, oh, you're a politician. Now, promise it. Now, fairly back pair. A lot of people will call for your resignation, and you will never venture into politics again. A lot of people will do that. But in our side of the world, no. Somebody who can tell you, say, oh, in 18 months, I'm going to make sure that every community in Ghana does not have water and toilet problem. What are we facing? What happened? Utimika Chua say, oh, every constituency will have $1 million a year. What happened? Utimika Chua say, oh, me kwa kwaji $18 billion from Chinese by way of Chinese loan. And also akoye city. What happened? Utimika Chua say, oh, a year the king of Saudi Arabia is going to build a medical university and 42 SHSs in our northern region. What happened? Such a person who is known for just talking, promising, and failing, not once, not twice, but on so many occasions, cannot become the president of this country. As a matter of fact, your white friends, no Freya, what is wrong with you and your people? What is wrong with us? Well, there's nothing wrong with us. But this time round, I was saying, correct. I was saying, do the right thing. So we will vote and vote for somebody who will come and cause that change for us.